I have no idea what that is, where it is. Is he in the middle of the road? Is he in a parking lot? Is it Domino's Pizza? I need more information. Does it say he's on the street there, or are you assuming? Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Sir, you were charged with driving while intoxicated. First offense, it's elevated to a Class A misdemeanor because of the high blow.
Today's courtroom lineup is packed. From a DWI charge that turns into a shock dismissal to an alleged scammer accused of stealing nearly $750,000 from a retiree, and finally, a repeat shoplifter testing the court's final limits. Each case unfolds in real time, revealing the razor-thin line between justice, compassion, and pure frustration. Watch closely. You'll see judges juggling logic, empathy, and the law all within minutes. So buckle up, because this courtroom doesn't waste a second.
You are facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir. Okay.
On March 17th, 2025, an officer was dispatched to a call for service at the 400th block of West Gray Street, Houston, Harris County, Texas. Upon arrival, the officer observed the defendant sitting inside his vehicle. The officer made contact with the defendant and observed the defendant to have bloodshot eyes, unsteady balance, and was confused. The defendant stated he didn't have anything to drink. A Houston Fire Department employee, the wheel witness, stated the defendant was asleep in the driver's side of the vehicle with his foot on the brake and the vehicle in drive. The wheel witness stated he had a hard time waking up the defendant. SFSTs were conducted. 6 out of 6 clues were observed on the HGN, 5 out of 8 clues observed on the walk-in turn, 3 out of 4 clues observed on the one-leg stand. The DIC was read and the defendant consented to a breath test. The results were 0.179 and 0.175.
Where was he? Was he in the middle of the road?
It sounds like,
The
yeah, I don't. So it says that he was sitting inside his vehicle on the 400th block of West Gray Street, which is accessible to the public. On a public road.
Don't, please. I have no idea what that is, where it is. Is he in the middle of the road? Is he in a parking lot? Is it Domino's Pizza?
It says it's on a public street. It says, well, more specifically, it says 400 block of West Gray Street. It's a public street.
I need more information. Does it say he's on the street there, or are you assuming?
No, I'm not assuming. I'm saying what it says is that the 400th block of West Gray Street is a public street. It doesn't say specifically.
Doesn't ask him if he's driving, none of that in there? Really?
Yeah.
This next case might be the most jaw-dropping one yet. A woman accused of scamming a retiree out of $780,000, arrested mid-layover at the airport. The prosecution calls her an international flight risk, but her defense claims she's being treated unfairly and that she's a nursing mother who's been denied basic care in custody. This raises a big question. When does enforcing the law cross into punishing someone before trial? Let's see how the judge weighs empathy against evidence. And tell me in the comments, do you think she deserves a chance on bond, or is the risk too high?
He did have the vehicle in drive with his foot on the brake and was unconscious. But in regards to the location aspect of it, there's something further stated on that.
I'm sorry. I'm going to find no probable cause. I can't just go forward with assumptions here, Mr. Cleary, be safe, man. We have every single day. Look, this weekend, how many people died on the road here in Harris County? Really, be smart.
Thank you.
You have but one life. Don't do something where you either ruin your life or, more importantly, ruin someone else's life. Okay?
I appreciate
Please
that.
take a seat for me, sir. I'm going to find no probable cause. Good morning.
This woman is accused of scamming a retiree out of $780,000 and was arrested at the airport during a layover, as authorities saw her as an international flight risk. Her defense argues that she wasn't trying to flee and is asking for a PR bond. Let's see how the judge handles this case and what decision will be made.
So, your lawyer is asking for me to set you a bond. I don't know. I've never met you before, and I have about 5 minutes to get to know who you are, to see whether it would be right to set you a bond. I have no idea what you're charged with, but the problem is that you are an inherent flight risk because you're wanted out of another jurisdiction. There's a warrant in some other state and we got you here. Mr. Kim.
Your Honor, around October 31st, 2023, it's alleged out of Pennsylvania that this now defendant manipulated a bank to over 6 transactions, cause a total loss of $780,000 to an elderly individual from the retirement fund. There has been regarding the affidavit, when speaking with the complainant, states that the checks for the individual were mailed out to her name with the corresponding physical address. On notification from DHS, it shows that she is an international flight risk, and due to those factors, the state would be opposed to a bond for the extradition.
Why would the Department of Homeland Security say that she's an international flight risk?
I'm not sure. I can reach out to them, but obviously if I reach out to them, I can reach out to DHS and ask why. I only get the notification, and so I haven't spoken with an individual, but
What other criminal history does she have?
she does not have any others, just the 6 incidents arising from this affidavit.
I can clarify.
Please.
Possible. I believe they think she's an inherent flight risk because they arrested her at an airport on a connecting flight, which sounds terrible, doesn't it? You're thinking, oh, she's leaving the country.
Really? Was she headed out of the country?
No, really, she was going to Jamaica. She's from Jamaica. She comes back and forth for business. She's got an H1,
H2B.
something about H visa, and her father is a US citizen. Here's the kicker, Judge. She gave birth January 30th of 2025.
Okay.
She's breastfeeding. So when our lovely county got her, they said, too bad, so sad. She's been in custody for 4 days. They've refused to give her access to a pump. She has asked for a heating pad to do it herself. They've only given it to her 2 times.
I mean, we'll see about, I'll
And
reach
I
out
just
to
think
medical.
this is
Don't worry about that. I'll reach
crazy.
out to medical.
That
and
is
see what we-
insane.
Yeah, I know,
But,
it sucks.
Like
And
6
that can
days
happen.
later, and I'm like, she was clearly arrested with her child, okay? So it's not like she's lying. But I just think because of that, let's add some other things, because that by itself is like, oh, that sucks for you, right? But it's a 2B. It's not like she's a flight risk. It's not like she's a failure to appear. I get that it's like a theft by deception because of some bank mailing thing. She's never given an opportunity to go turn herself in. So I think that considering the fact she's never had an opportunity to turn herself in, this is not where she's just like running the country. She comes here back and forth. Her child is born here. Her father lives here. Connected with the fact that she has some problems going on with her 1-month-old that she's gonna have to figure out. I'm asking for a PR bond. I'm asking to give her a chance. We've already done her wrong.
Before I give her a PR bond, I would like you to figure out why they're saying that.
For the international flight risk?
Yeah.
I'm more than willing to
Not
call.
only that, but you're telling me that she does this all the time? Let me
Do
see.
you go back and forth? You can tell the
Yes.
judge yourself.
I have a travel visa. I have a visiting visa for the US, which is a 10-year visa, and also have a H2 visa, which is a work visa. I worked in Utah, I worked in South Dakota, South Carolina, Massachusetts, Florida for the past 5 to 6 years, back and forth, and I also
So
do
then you should
extensions.
Prove all this.
Yes, I do. The currency office do have my passport with my visa currently stamped in it.
So let's do this. Let's roll it to tomorrow, because I don't think wow, is it already 11:30?
Yes.
Holy moly.
So they do have it downstairs in the old gym.
Tomorrow, I want proof that she does all this international travel routinely, so we know that she's not just trying to take off.
No, sir.
And then I'd like you to reach out to them to see why is she an international flight risk. Is it a 2B?
It is.
You know, I'd like to know how they justify saying that, right? Or if you just think because she's on a flight now. I don't know. That's why.
I'm perfectly willing to call. I'm just obviously aware of making the call to DHS regarding the pending Pennsylvania charge. I don't know what's got the trigger, so. Because she doesn't have an accent right now, but because she's on a visa in
Oh,
terms of
George,
what they
this
decided to vote.
this is crazy.
Why?
So like I said, I'm
Because
willing
then
to,
ICE is gonna put a hold on her.
that's what I mean. It's like, I'm
ICE is
willing.
gonna do it regardless.
ICE has not put
If
a
she,
hold.
no. If she's here with the proper documentation, they're not gonna put a hit on her. If she's here with the visas, then there's no reason for her to put a hit.
Judge, they're deporting students nowadays, but hey, that's okay. All right, I'd like to put you on the email with medical about the breast pump. I find that outrageous.
Yes, I will help you with that. Don't worry. But I'm not prepared to set her a bond yet with
Okay,
Mr. Kim saying the international, and then she's on a flight to Jamaica.
we'll get the proof. I'm gonna have to zoom in tomorrow though, but I'll get it handled.
Sure, of course.
Okay,
Yes,
let's
sure.
go there.
Mr. McIntosh, you're charged, you're on bond for a theft. You've now picked up a new theft. On the new case, you're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
On March 6, 2025, an officer was dispatched to a shoplifting call at Walmart in Harris County, Texas. The officer made contact with the asset protection staff. The complainant stated that he recognized the defendant from a previous encounter. The complainant observed the defendant grab multiple items and attempted to leave the store, passing all points of sale without attempting to pay. Defendant stated he owned a Purple Heart Veterans discount and therefore the amount
That
stolen.
was the first theft, right? I remember that from the first one. That's 254, right?
Right, so, no, this is 255. So maybe similar facts.
Then that's the exact, then that must be the exact same as the first one.
Let me check. Right. Yeah, that's my thought. So the older theft is from December 16th, 2024.
Right.
And that was from Melrose, and this is from a Walmart, and this is on March 6th, 2025. I'm not seeing anything on the previous theft regarding the Purple Heart discount.
Okay.
Would you like me to start over?
Just so, to Walmart and how much?
$283.62.
Judge, if you can recall, this is the young man that you had granted a pretrial you had given a bond for him. You had me to talk to his mother to see if his mother would have a place for him to stay. And she said yes, provided that he puts up an effort to try to get a job and et cetera.
Oh, I remember that.
Yes, sir.
Okay. But he now picked up a new case.
Now, he had.
Have we addressed that since the new?
Yeah, we addressed it. We knew that he had picked up another case. That's why you were upset that he had picked up another case while he was on bond for the previous theft. But the court was kind enough to still give him a bond because I had spoken with the mother, and the mother informed me that he could stay there and where until such time that he.
Why are we doing another arraignment then
Right.
today?
Yeah, bond conditions have already been set for this.
Vic, why are we doing a arraignment? Is today just a regular setting then? I'm showing them both set for,
Door? Okay, yes, Judge, I guess it was just a.
What a lineup of courtroom moments. From a DWI case tossed out over missing details, to a mother accused of financial deception pleading for fairness, and finally a repeat offender hanging by a thread on one last chance. These cases remind us that justice isn't always black and white. Sometimes it's about context, humanity, and hard decisions under pressure. If you found these moments as shocking as we did, hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more real courtroom breakdowns and unbelievable legal showdowns. Because in this courtroom, every second counts.